parents, community members, and of course the students of the class of 2020 to the Senior Award Ceremony. While these are times where nothing is ordinary, we are excited to be able to celebrate the extraordinary of the class of 2020. In our presentation here, we will recognize many of the achievements of so many members of the class of 2020 who have excelled or contributed to the South Lakes High School itself and our greater community. Here we will share awards that recognize both individuals as well as some groups of students. We do want to give a special recognition to those students who have made the commitment to serve our military, whether through the acceptance at a military academy, through a rigorous application process resulting in an ROTC scholarship, or those students who have made the choice to enlist. We appreciate the commitment and the sacrifice that you are making in serving our country. With the many challenges to deadlines being implemented, we do recognize that some scholarships have not yet been awarded that we would normally include in our Senior Award show. We regret that we are not able to include these here. Thank you to the class of 2020 for being extraordinary. You have shared your energy, your insights, reflections, school spirit, and your dedication to being a Seahawk over the past 4 years. You have achieved individually, in a group, and as a class. We are incredibly proud of all you have accomplished and know that you will soar into the future to continue to make a difference no matter where it is that you land. Without further ado, I welcome Sergeant Anthony Handy to present the military recognitions.
Good afternoon. My name is Sergeant First Class Anthony W. Handy, and I'm the Army instructor here at the South Lakes ROTC program. I'm here to talk about the military and its service. As Americans, we have the ability and the responsibility to serve each other the best way that we know how. And that's what makes us, our nation and military so exceptional. More than 1.4 million Americans have made the choice to serve their country. The brave men and women who volunteer to invest their time in the United States military are some of the most well-respected citizens of our country. Leadership, management, teamwork, and technical skills that you develop in the military are highly valued by civilian employees. These skills become more valuable the further along one goes to his or her career. The civilian components simply do not have these type of training. These skills, particularly the leadership and management skills, are one of the true differentials, whether you are seeking a career in business, medicine, law, nonprofit management, or many other fields. Thank you.
I'm the Director of Student Services here at South Lakes High School. South Lakes students are fortunate to live in a community that supports its schools and students. The next set of awards will be for students who have applied for and received awards out in the community.
Lakes High School and have the opportunity to be the administrator for the class of 2020. Our next category of awards are special awards and achievements, both school and county-wide recognitions, which will include class council, superintendent's advisory council delegates, as well as leadership awards.
Our next set of awards are the prestigious department awards. Each department represented here in this presentation has selected one senior who has demonstrated excellence in that area. Each of those students will receive a South Lakes medal as a commemoration of their achievements here at South Lakes. In addition to the department awards, we will acknowledge students who have excelled in co-curricular activities in journalism and in newspaper. The departments will be presented in alphabetical order.
Over the past 2 years, the career-related program candidates have completed a rigorous IB program, at the heart of which is our career and technical education offerings. Through this program, students have been exposed to a variety of careers, including business and information technology, marketing, JROTC, culinary arts, and technical education. While the program calls for just 2 IB courses, many of our students have taken quite a few more. And after spending their winter writing many pages, like tens of thousands of words, of internal assessment, they spent May in the wrestling room taking IB exams. But you didn't. This is how I would start this speech in an ordinary year. However, class of 2020, as you know, this is anything but. So instead of what I would ordinarily say at this award ceremony, I'd like to speak about a few of the skills I hope you've learned from our time together. Pretty much all of which stem from the topics that we studied in our personal and professional skills course.
So starting with our first unit 2 years ago, personal development. From self-concept inventories to vision boards to discovering our Myers-Briggs type and what that means in terms of relating to others, what I hope you've walked away with is that you all start from areas of strength and you are capable of growing beyond your present abilities in order to rise to the challenges life will bring. Intercultural awareness, from holidays around the world to understanding that cultures exist just even across our 3 schools in Fairfax County, to appreciating the importance of implicit bias and cultural stereotypes. I hope you walk away with a sense that the world is larger than Reston, or Northern Virginia, or even the United States. And it is important to acknowledge our interconnectedness and the role we all play, regardless of how small, in taking care of others across the globe. So for effective communication, from Gen Z's challenges with addressing an envelope to the necessity of striking a power pose prior to speaking in public, what I really hope you walk away from is a recent distance learning lesson. How to look professional in a video conference, complete with the right lighting and angles. But really, most importantly, that you've developed an awareness. Your future may be full of adaptations of which your ability to communicate effectively with others under any conditions will be of critical importance. And finally, applied ethics, the basis of your 3,000-word reflective project. From philosophical perspectives like deontology and moral relativism, to what the heck do you do when that trolley runs amok? I hope you walk away with a sense that there is no black and white in our world. No simple way of determining right from wrong. And in our increasingly complicated world that surrounds us, my hope is that, like with your reflective project, you remain capable of considering all perspectives, and thus perhaps, CP Class of 2020, you bring a greater sense of peace and understanding to our complicated world. I had to wonder when I wrote this, did you realize how much you'd grown in these class discussions and online lessons? Or did you think the memory you'd walk away with was how bitterly cold it can be on a bright sunny day at a ropes course in the beginning of November? Well, I know how much you've learned because I watched you as you thought through these issues, listening to one another carefully, arguing your point of view, and blossoming into some pretty special young people. This is not an ordinary year, and you are not ordinary students. While we won't end our year physically together, you will remain in my heart as a special, unique, very lively group of IB career-related program candidates. I look forward to seeing where your lives will take you, and I thank you for allowing me to be part of the journey. Congratulations.
fellow candidates. I could not be prouder of your perseverance and commitment to your studies during the only session IB exams have been canceled in the 50-year history of the organization. And I do see a real silver lining to the crazy that has been distance learning. You had the unique opportunity to truly learn for the sake of learning. How many times have we talked about the fact that you would really like to be able to be present in your topics class and not worry about that test you have next period, not worry that you might miss 7th period because you had a track meet. You have had that singular opportunity, and I hope that you have been able to enjoy truly learning, truly having these conversations with your teachers without worrying about all of the constructs of grades that sometimes can actually hold you back. I do want to congratulate you with what we say every year. You are a class who has completed the most rigorous high school curriculum on the planet. I could not be more proud. Please stay safe, seek happiness, and know that your brownies are coming. Congratulations.
We would like to sincerely thank you for joining us and helping us recognize the many impressive accomplishments of the Class of 2020. Class of 2020 is special for many reasons, and you just saw quite a few. Thank you.